guys. Hello, holistic Harry. Let me show you again. It's my aged urine with tensor rings at the bottom and the top. They've gone a little green because I spilled some age on it. It leaches out, it pulls out, but they still age the urine amazing in that plastic bowl for aged urine massaging over my face and body. It's amazing. So I want to talk about that and to go over a video I made recently about hydration and structured water, and the fact that everyone is dehydrated in the world, or the masses are dehydrated, because it's not about the amount of water you drink, guys. It's about how structured your water is. If your water is dead, comes from a tap water, it's not received sunlight, magnetism, movement, and good intentions and good words in it, and it's dead. What it means is it's not negatively charged, it's got no electricity, it's got no magnetism, and it's also too big. So when that water goes in to your system, it's first of all not smooth flowing and stodgy, but also it doesn't get into the cells because it's too big. So therefore, any dead water that we drink affects cellular hydration, and the water can't even get into the cells to detoxify. And to detoxify and to give the cells, to clean the cells out, detoxify, and also to give it energy and run the ATP motor, they can't get in. But what aged urine does, however you get it into your system, and massaging it through the skin is a very special way, because remember, your skin has blood at the surface of 1/10 of a millimeter to it, you know, so massaging it definitely gets into your bloodstream and beyond and deeper into the organs of the body as soon as you start massaging in whatever place. Localized systemic medicine, right? So as soon as you get that, what you're doing is you're getting uber super structured water, Pollux 4-phase. We figured out the mechanism, guys, for aged urine. So the 4-phase of water becomes so structured and maintained, I believe, by the alkalinity. But what I do know is it gets super structured, uber super structured. And what that means is that it properly hydrates you. And it starts creating the uber super structured. As the aged urine gets more and more structured, it starts becoming smaller and smaller, it starts forming into microclusters. You know, that 4-phase of water between solid and liquid crystalline, basically you're looking at liquid crystalline. And this liquid crystalline becomes very small and very fine, extremely negatively charged, very fine, very micro pores and microclusters. And that means what it means in essence, this is why I want to make this video, is aged urine is super structured water, and that means it goes deep into the cells. It's so tiny and microclustered that it goes deep within the cells, and it detoxifies straight away, gives the cell oxygen, it gets into the mitochondria which are in the cells and the ATP motor, and it's complete cellular hydration. Aged urine is complete cellular hydration. That's why when we drink a little bit of it, even a couple of weeks old, you get high. When you do just a swab on your face quickly, it's a high, because it's cleansing, it's getting where it needs to go, it's getting deep into the cells, aged urine. And the more structured your water is, I should be structuring that out there with just, I would have done that, I just come in, I normally do that, it's the sunlight, right? So that distilled water 0 ppm is getting structured by sunlight, it's got a magnet underneath, magnetic water coaster, so I'm doubling up on its power, very powerful. The more structured the water gets, the more smaller and negatively charged, electricity, more magnetism, and the deeper it can get into the cells. The deeper it can get into your cells, the more it can, and the mitochondria, the more it can impact the powerhouse of the cell, your mitochondria, and the more cleansed you get. Because at the very small microcosmic level, the smallest area is the trillions of cells in the mitochondria, and you can affect those, you can change your health. And that's exactly what aged urine, however you get it in, up the bum, up the nose, drinking it, sipping it under the tongue, through the skin, even injecting it, however you get it in, is exactly what it's doing. It's providing deep cellular hydration. The deeper you can get inside your body, the better, the more of a win. Alright, hope you got some value. Remember, aged urine is very powerful. Uber super structured water, definitely the main mechanism, and that means it's deep cellular hydration, which means also you can't get dehydrated from this. Small sips hydrate you of aged urine. It's so amazing. People are dehydrating themselves on loads of tap water, thinking it's about amounts. It's not. It doesn't matter how much dead water, even 0 ppm dead water you drink, it's still good, but if it's 0 ppm unstructured, out machine, not done any structure into it, doesn't matter really how much you can do. There's a limit to how much you can. It's not as effective. It's just not as effective. So yes, that was it. Aged urine, uber super structured water. Have a lovely day. Hope you enjoy yourself. Bye.